Good day everyone and welcome back to this channel. Today I'll be teaching on how to interpolate data and data reduction. If we have a large number of data that covers an area and want to reduce the number, this method will also work for it too. So we are going to be using Suffer for it. So I'm going to open my Suffer first. Then while that one is opening, I'm going to open my data. So I can close this, minimize this rather. I'm going to open my data. This is my data. I save that training data, opening it. And this is the data. We have the X, Y, and we have the elevation data. I think this data is wrong. It's supposed to be Y, and this is X. Yes, this is okay now. So we are going to be plotting X, Y, and the elevation. So if you look through here, you see that this is 10,408 number of data of X, Y, and Z, and we want to reduce it to the barest minimum we can. So how we're going to do that, that's what we are going to be discussing in this video. I'm going to close it, then come to my software that's already opened. I'm coming to grid data. This is where I'm picking my X, Y, and Z. So there's X, Y, Z here, there's X, Y, C, and grid mode X, Y, Z, C. So I'm going to be using X, Y, Z. I'll just browse for my data. So it's my desktop, and I'm going to go, yes, this is it. And I'm going to open it. Yeah, it has been added. So I'm going to be assigning X to X, Y to Y, and my elevation to my elevation. So I'm going to come here and come to my elevation. And if you don't know yours, where how your data are properly arranged, you can come to view data here, be able to see the data. Like now, you can see that if your data is not labeled, rather, the data is not labeled, you'll be able to see it like this. So now select my Y, which is my Y here, and my X, which is my X here. I can close this. That means we are done with this. Now, the breathing method is very important. We are going to select Kriging. And while we are selecting Kriging, it's explained here as well. It's one of the most flexible methods and it's useful for interpolation. And what we want to do is really the interpolation that will not really derail our data unlike other ones. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select next. The data is very large, that's why it's doing a bit. So you can see some statistical summary about it. Go to next it again. Now you can see count. We have 10,407 lines of code. You can see how this, sorry, lines of data. So as you can see, this is how the data looks like here. And looking at it, we know that it is not well arranged, well, not well spaced. So we want to interpolate it in such a way that you not have all these empty spaces. And where there are too much here or here, it's going to be well spaced and evenly spaced. So how I'm going to do that is by coming to next again and coming to next again. So when we get here, this is where we are going to be doing most of the work. And how we're going to do that is by coming to this space in here. By looking at this arch of node, you can see that it's talking about 82 here and 100 here. That is 82 rows. 82 is it columns now? 82 X has 82 columns and Y has 100 rows. So that's what this is talking about. And the spacing is in 9.8 meters by 9.8 meters. So we can increase it to what we want. I'm going to put it at 50 by 50. It's reducing it. That's this for proper orientation. So as it is now, you can see that it has reduced it to 17 by 20 rows and columns. So we have 17 by 20 instead of, I think, 90 something the other time. So this is the best way to do that. And if you think this is too small, then we can actually increase this to any amount, say 20 by 20 or 25 by 25. I'm going to stick with 25 by 25. So 25 by 25, and that is very good. And what I'm going to be showing is the contour. Yes, I will just show the contour. We do other ones later. Then I'm going to click on finish. It's generating the grid data report. So, okay, you can minimize this for now. So this is the contour map of the data set. Now, to get our X, Y, and Z of our interpolated points, how we're going to be doing that is coming to grid here, coming to convert. So, clicking on this convert, we are going to select the, the grid data we just selected now. That is the training data is now in grid now, not the normal X, Y, and Z again, because we've actually brought it in. Then I'm going to open it. Then it's going to tell me where I want to export it to. So I'm going to export it to desktop also. I'm now doing as training data interpolated. So I'm not going to be saving it as grid here. I'm going to be saving it as a DAT file, DAT file. So XYZ. So this is the DAT file. But that's I'm going to save it. Okay. Has been saved to my desktop. So I'm coming back to my desktop now and see data here. So I can just right click and open with Excel, or I will open my Excel down, Excel, then from Excel, then I'll be able to open the data. So I can come to open here and browse, going to my desktop. So I'm going to come down. I cannot find it here because it's trying to open all Excel files. So I'm going to select here and come to all files. So after all files here, I should be able to see my data here. Training data interpolated. This is it. I'm going to open it. Now the data had joined together. That's separate data by space. So as the delimited here, select delimited, come to next. So like I said, that's separate data by comma, sorry, by space. So instead of comma, just select space here. You can see that it has separated the data now. I'm going to click next. And I'm going to finish it. And this is our data. So we have our X, these are X distance, our nothing, and our Z, that is our height data. So if you come down by Control Shift and down, you can see the last row now is now 1,320 from 10,407. So this has reduced the data. And if we plot this data again, that is on software, it will still give us the same representation the 10,048 give us. And that is how to interpolate using software. Thank you and God bless.